Hey, how you doing? This is Tommy here from Trading with Harmony. So hope you're having a great week. So this week then I'll be analyzing the markets then from the 11th of January to the 15th of January. So if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe and to give the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Thanks. The euro dollar. So the euro dollar then in the euro dollar. So the price is still in a bullish market, but you can see here that price is starting to fan out here. So it's getting it hard to break these actually areas going north. So let's go into the 4 hour and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then I was talking about then actually where price had finished here. If we can get a bit of a actual pullback into this area, so it did come back into our actual structural area being the 1.2294, but then it just broke it slightly actually before it continued down, and actually we're only a few pips away from our target this week. So for this week coming then, I'm still looking at the same target actually being the actual 1.2178. So we'll probably get a bit more of a pullback and then it'll come down and hit our actually target this week coming. So that's what I'm looking at for this week in the euro dollar. Okay, so the pound dollar then, we can see here that a price is still in our ascending channel, so it's still going north, but we can see here there's a lot of actually resistance area here for this week. Pretty much it's just been really trying to battle this area here. So we're in this kind of area at the moment within our actual ascending channel. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. Okay, so last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about, if we can get a actual bit more of a pullback into this structural area being the 1.3488, which it did, and once it holds at this area, I'm looking for price to continue back up north to hit our actual take profit being the actual 1.3755. So that's what I'm looking at for this week coming and beyond. So in the pound dollar. Okay, so in the dollar yen, we can see here in our descending channel, the actual price is still in our descending channel. So we can see here the last few days of the week, we're after getting a big retracement back up in our descending channel. So let's go into look at our setups. Okay, so last week then we finished here at this point here, and it nearly came down and hit our actually TP being the 102.54, but it just a few pips short of it. So basically what happened then was it just came back up into our actually 104.04 in our structural area. So for this week coming then, I'm looking for price then is to hold in this actually zone here. Once it holds in this zone, I'm looking for price to continue down south to hit our TP being the actual 102.54 in the dollar yen. Okay, so the dollar Canadian then, we can see here that actually price is still down. It's in a bearish momentum. It's hesitated in the last few days here, but we can still see a lot of actual selling momentum happening here with all these high wicks on the top of these three previous candles. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point here, and what I was talking about then was price to continue down south to hit our TP being the 12680. So it hit that. So if you're on that, guys, well done. So what we are looking for then for this week coming then is actually price to quite possibly it will get a retracement up into this area here into the actual 1.27 and once it holds at this area, we're looking for price then to continue down south to hit our TP, being the actual 1.2568 in the dollar Canadian. Okay, so the pound Aussie then, we can see here then the actual that price is still in a actual bearish overall momentum. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay, so last week then we actually finished here at this point, and what I was talking about, if we can get a bit more of a better risk reward for price to come up, and once it holds at this 1.7880 area and continues back down south to hit our TP, which it did, it hit our TP being the 1.7560. So for this week then, what I'm looking for then, quite possibly that we'll get a bit better of a risk reward before it continues down south to hit our new TP, being the actual 1.7335 in the pound Aussie. Okay, so the euro yen then, we can see here that actually price is in the in bull momentum, but it's just really trying to break out here. It's really very slowly trying to break out of this kind of channel here. It's in kind of it's a light kind of channel, but it is breaking up north slowly. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point here. And what I was talking about then, we were looking for price to hold at this structural level, being the 125.60, and to continue up north. So it did actually continue up north, but actually it ended up that it was actually just under 1 pip short of our actually target, being the 127.50. So for this week then, since it was super close to our target, we got a bit of a retracement, so quite possibly we might get a bit more of a retracement into this area here, and then back up to hit our new TP profit, being the 127.88 in the euro yen. Okay, so in gold then, we can see here in our ascending channel, at the start of the week we got a nice actual bullish start to the week before it retraced big time back into the bottom part of our ascending channel. So let's go into our actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point here. What I was talking about, we were looking for price to continue up north to hit our take profit, which it did. It came up and hit our take profit, being the 1913, and then it just stormed up again before we had a big actual retracement, and broke our structural level that we were talking about, the 1864, and it came down with an engulfing candle and broke the bottom part of our ascending channel. So for this week then, what I'm looking at, quite possibly short term, but price is going to continue down south. So I'm looking for price then for it to come up, and once it holds in this actual structural area here, being the 1876, I'm looking for price then to continue down south to hit our TP, being the 1819 in gold. Okay, so in the Dow Jones then, we're into new territory again. So so the price is still continuously to head up north. So let's go into our actual head up north. So let's go into our actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point here, and what I was talking about, we're looking for price to continue up north. So it did, it continued up north and hit our TP, being the actual 3720 in the Dow, and then it just actually, we got a big retracement down and came into our structural area that I was talking about last week, being the 3220, and then it continued back up and broke that. So we can see here that the bulls are in big time motion at the moment still. So let's see what we're looking at then for this week. So this week then we finished then with a big engulfing candle. So quite possibly it, going from last week, it might storm up again to hit our actual new TP, being the actual 31412, or if not, then we will get probably a actual retracement into this area before it continues back up to our new TP profit, being the 31 412 in the Dow. Okay, so that's it then for this week. So hope you enjoyed the actual video. So don't forget, guys, if you already haven't subscribed to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Help to grow the channel. That would be super. Thank you. So I'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.